What's up, everybody? It's your ISO certified nutritionist Clifton Pope with HFWB, and once again I'm going to show you why keeping carbs in will help build more consistent energy and cut back on those rebound cravings. Because I'm going to talk about a few things that a lot of people get twisted, because we hear the conversation about carbs all the time. We hear things like, oh, we should cut carbs, or no bread or rice or pasta, or all those type of things. But here's my angle on this. I didn't remove carbs, me personally. I removed autopilot. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to show you why cutting carbs might work short term but backfires long term, how keeping carbs in can actually give you more consistent energy and fewer cravings, and I'm going to show you a simple way on how you can build meals so you can feel steady for 3 to 4 hours, how to start using cravings as feedback, not failure. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to break all this down. See, here's the problem with cutting carbs completely. A lot of people go low carb to no carb, and at first it seems to work. You know, the scale drops, you feel clean, you think, finally, this is it. But here's what the research in real life shows. When you completely cut carbs, especially without a real long-term plan, you often get short-term weight loss, but long-term rebound cravings. You're overeating when you fall off. And those classic all or nothing cycles, I'm being good, I messed up, forget it, I'll start again Monday, all those type of things, right? Your body isn't trying to sabotage you. It's trying to protect you from underfueling. That's the truth. Your brain runs heavily on glucose, right? Your muscles use carbs for certain types of movement. Your hormones notice when your energy is consistently low. So when you go super low carb with no strategy, your body eventually says, hey, we're not okay. We need fuel. And suddenly you're elbow deep in snacks or sugar, then sitting there like, what's wrong with me? But the answer is your body is doing its job. It's your approach that needs updating, not willpower. Just something to think about right there. So let me tell you why keeping carbs in can actually help you, because let's talk about what happens when you keep carbs in the right way, the effective way. When you eat adequate carbs, especially high fiber, minimum processed food alongside protein and healthy fats, I've mentioned this before, you get key benefits like more stable energy instead of energy spikes and crashes. Your blood sugar stays more steady. That means fewer I'm crashing, give me something now moments, right? It improves your mood and your sleep, because carbs do help serotonin production, which is tied to mood and sleep quality. Chronically low carbs can help make some people feel flat, irritable, and wired. You'll have fewer intense physiological cravings. When your body knows it's going to be fed regularly and adequately, it doesn't have to scream for quick sugar hits. So carbs themselves are not necessarily the villain that people paint the picture that it tries to be. The issue is mindless autopilot carb intake. I don't know, donuts and coffee on an empty stomach is a good example. Snacking all day on crackers, chips, and sweets, that's another good example. Big bowls of refined carbs with no protein or fiber, that's another point right there. My angle with all of my clients is this. I didn't remove carbs, I removed autopilot. We keep the carbs in, we just gave them a job. See, that's the difference. So here's a simple meal framework that I want to paint for you that will help you keep the carbs in and kill the autopilot. Instead of saying carbs are bad, how about you ask yourself, does this meal keep you steady for 3 to 4 hours? To build a steady meal, how about this? This is your new test. Incorporate more protein. I've said this many times. It helps with the fullness and the muscle support. Fiber-rich carbs like fruits, whole grains, beans, starchy vegetables. Again, something else that I've mentioned before. Healthy fats, your nuts, your seeds, your avocados, olive oil, etc. For example, here's a couple of meals that you can utilize. Oatmeal plus protein like Greek yogurt or protein powder with some berries and nuts. Chicken, rice, and veggies drizzled with a little olive oil. Whole grain toast with eggs and avocado. See, when you eat like that, those classic meals right there with your proteins, your fiber-rich carbs, and your healthy fats, you're going to notice things like, you notice if you're satisfied for like 3 to 4 hours, notice if your cravings are quieter, and notice if your energy is more even. If you say yes to all those things, that's your body saying this works. If not, then we need to tweak the balance, not freak out and cut all the carbs. And lastly, we're going to use cravings as feedback, not failure, because most people treat cravings like a moral failing. I crave carbs, I'm weak, instead of I want you to see cravings as feedback, y'all. You might be under eating, you might be too low on carbs or calories overall, you might even be stressed, tired, and emotional, but you might be missing protein and fiber in previous meals. So next time a craving hits, instead of what's wrong with me, ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? This is why I say all the time, listen to your body and love your body with balance, understanding, and compassion. And sometimes the answer is you're actually hungry, eat a real meal. Sometimes it's you're exhausted, you need sleep, not just food. Sometimes it's even you've been around all or nothing for a week. Let's bring some balance back. So here is my invitation to you. If you've been stuck in cutting carbs, losing weight, rebounding hard, blaming yourself, let's switch it up with a different approach. No, you don't have to fear carbs or follow extreme rules or live in all or nothing mode. You simply just need more awareness, structure, better structure that is, and a plan that respects your mind, body, and your lifestyle. And that's where the HFWB Holistic Nutrition Program comes into play, led by yours truly. Because I'm gonna help you keep the carbs in, kill the autopilot, build meals and habits that keep you steady, satisfied, and energized. And if you want help personalizing this, whether in person or virtually, give me a call or text me at 361-765-4760 or email cpope.cp@gmail.com or drop a carbs in the comment and I'll reach out with details. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with someone who's tired of being scared of carbs and ready to build a healthier, saner relationship with food. And of course, this is yours truly, Clifton Pope, ISA certified nutritionist with HFWB, approving this message. And I want to remind you one last thing. It's not about removing everything. It's about removing autopilot and rebuilding with intention so we can eat to live. So let's get to work. Peace and love, and I hope to talk to you soon.